Jock Simpson. My name is Justin Ishmael. I come from the U.S. Thank you for having so much hospitality in your country for me. I really like it. This is really cool. You guys all came for this. I help run Mondo. The posters that Ollie have curated are hanging around you. Several are from Ollie, several from Jock, several are from different artists we work with. I see Tyler Starr over there. I see Mondo UK. I see Tom Whalen. I see Drew Struzan. He's back in the back. I see Kevin Tong. A lot of different people. And it's so cool that you guys come out and support this. And we can come from Austin, Texas, and come to the UK, and you guys all know who we are and what we're doing. It's so very cool. So we wanted to give you a chance to ask questions, grill us on why we have done this, why we haven't done that. What are we going to do in the future? Tell us stories about the past. Whatever you want to know, we will do our best to answer your questions. They have told us we have 20 to 25 minutes, so we are going to make this extremely concise and entertaining and fun. So if you guys have any questions for me, 0. Ollie Moss, several, and then Jock, slightly less. Let me know and I'll do my best to get what you want. So who would like to have the honor of asking the first question? This guy's hand up really quick.
I got that.
Ace, cheers.
Sorry, I just had to shoot for it.
Did you not have a question? You guys so excited.
Can we give him the mic so we can...
You want to do the mic? Let's pass the mic.
Hi. Wow. Look at this. Where was the most bizarre place you've had sexual intercourse?
Drop the mic!
Handicap bathroom in the hallway. Surely, earlier today.
Yeah, the same, just with that guy.
He was okay.
He does better posters than sex.
So is that forgetful? Is that what you're saying?
You were there? That's what that poke was. Okay, next, second question. Yeah.
Did you chop him off?
I'm wondering what the process for the licenses is, and if there's any that you wanted to get but didn't.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, nice.
That's a crazy follow-up to that first question. So if you didn't hear, the question was, what do we have to do to get the licenses, and if there's any we haven't got that we really want. So we go through all official channels. We go to Universal or MGM or Warner Brothers. It's not that exciting, but I guess the more exciting thing is the stuff that we were after and we want to get. I met with Eon House while I was out here for James Bond, so we're trying to go for that. Yeah, it's looking good, says Ollie. Ollie and I have been talking about doing something with Simpsons for a long time. That's like the only thing we talk about. I'm afraid if we do this series and we actually complete it, we won't be friends anymore because we won't have anything to talk about. But that's not what we talk about anymore. Someone was out there talking to me about Ghostbusters. We really like Ghostbusters. That's who doesn't like that? Oh, thank you. Delivery. Cheers.
The licensing thing is difficult because sometimes it's like, hey, you can do Ghostbusters, but you can't draw Bill Murray. Yeah, so it does become difficult. Sometimes. Or like they said, oh, you can do Top Gun, but you can't draw Tom Cruise or Goose or Val Kilmer. So like when you do like planes and volleyball, it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, I see Megan's hand right there. Would you like to contribute?
So, do you own the Doctor Who license, or was that a curveball? In seriousness, like, I know it does the whole sonic screwdriver malarkey, but is that a curveball to be able to...
Actually, hang on, I'll do this.
Do you work for BBC? No comment.
Does anybody work for BBC? Anyone there? Anyone? No, well, get out. No, they actually contacted us about doing something with them, but it kind of all fell through. Which is, yeah, I know, it's kind of a bummer. It would have been great, it would have been great.
Let me update. No, we do have contacts with BBC, and they're big fans. And we had a meeting earlier in the week when I was in London about doing stuff with them. So if everything goes right, you will see more BBC slash. Yeah, I know. I don't tell you everything. There's a lot going on. So the reason we did the Doctor Who Sonic Screwdriver, if you don't know the story. At the opening in March of the Mondo Gallery at South by Southwest, we did a Ollie Moss poster release with the BBC, Doctor Who poster. That's, I think it's maybe sold out there. Do you know?
Maybe.
Sold out?
Yeah.
Sorry, sold out.
In about 2 minutes.
In 2 minutes, it's sold out. Apparently, it's not just online. But we sold a. We went to a website and got screwdrivers made that said Sonic on them, and put them in a frame and said free poster or a free gift with purchase. And no one bought them for a really long time, and then someone found out and put it online, and then they were sold out in 2 minutes again. So that's kind of the story behind that. But yes, we did have contact with BBC, and they were, it was okay. So yeah.
Any questions?
That was a good question. Anybody on this side have any questions there?
Can I do a serious one?
No!
Oh man.
You had your chance.
Yeah, right there.
So, there's no 3D art in the room tonight. Is there ever any plans to do any 3D art?
Wait, when you say, hang on.
Yeah, well, that's not sorry.
Yeah, we go. No, you don't.
You know how... yeah, Dali did some 3D art, like the stereoscopic vision, not actual 3D visuals where you wear glasses. And that's always really interesting where you do two things that are nearly the same. I know this is boring, I'm sorry. I've always wondered about that, having two posters that are nearly the same and then you cross your eyes and they become amazing.
Thank you for that. So let's everyone that fell asleep in the back, we can wake up. No, we did a 3D poster for Fantastic Fest like 2 or 3 years ago that was actually true. Like, it wasn't stereoscopic, I can't remember what the actual term was for it, but it used color, warmness, and coolness. Like if it's warm, it comes closer out to you. If it's cool, it's further back or whatever. So we did do a 3D poster, but we kind of found that, like we just did Creature of Black Lagoon, and we were talking about like Jay Shaw did one. He was like, oh, maybe I'll do it 3D or whatever, and it just, you see stuff and it's like the blue and red. It doesn't look that hot on your wall when you're doing it. So there are some amazing 3D posters out there. Like I just bought one from Friday the 13th 3D. They put out 3D and non-3D. So there you go. Cheers. Yeah, this guy right there.
I just want to know which artists inspired you as you were growing up.
Jack, would you like to start that?
We've already answered that amongst ourselves in the bar, and it got a little bit weird. Is that a serious question? Do you want to tell your story about your dog? You tell your dog story? I can't tell my story publicly, I don't think. No, really, you don't want to hear it.
We're all about it.
I mostly love Ollie Moss.
He should have been you.
I read a lot of Sonic the comic. Sonic the comic, yeah. The hedgehog, yeah. Which Andy Diggle edited. Andy, yeah. Weirdly. I don't know, growing up, I didn't really care about stuff growing up. I didn't really care about anything. I was such a teenager. Yeah. Growing up, I mean, I remember, I really like movie posters growing up, and I remember like vividly my first experience of really liking a movie poster, and this is really embarrassing because it was the Phantom Menace poster. No, the first one! No, seriously. Yeah, shut up. Wait, oh my god! Wait, let me review myself. No, I remember being a young kid and being in the theater and seeing the shadow post, the little Jake Lloyd with the beta shadow, and thinking that's such a good way to tell a story in a movie. And I think that poster told the story, the prequels, more effectively than every line of dialogue. Yeah, it was such a simple way of doing it, and that had such a profound effect on me, and it made me. It was the first time that I saw the movie poster as a sort of thing that could really communicate something other than hey, coming soon, it's 3 Ninjas 3, what was that? Yeah, some bullshit, I don't know, whatever, give me my wine.
Fantastic. This Q&A is going well. Any more questions here? Here we go. Okay, so they want me to tell this dog story. It has nothing to do with anything really, but I'll tell it anyways. They just really like it, so I decided to embarrass myself. When I grew up in Kansas City, and we lived on a farm with gravel road and stuff, and we had a dog named, we went out to pick a new puppy out at Christmas time, and I picked it. It was this cute little Labrador puppy named Holly, and so we took it home. And as I was growing up with this dog, I fell in love with this dog, and I was I drew a picture with me and her, and I gave it to her. And she took it in her mouth and tore it to bits. And I cried because I was oh, she thinks my picture is shit. And a dog jumps up on you with its front 2 legs, and I thought she was trying to dance with me, so I'd dance with the dog and put her ear back so a flower in her hair and stuff like that. And I decided one day, I wanted to, when I grew up, I wanted to invent a computer program to upload the picture of the dog so it could convert it to a woman to see what the dog would look like. So that's my terrible secret. I love this dog. Wow.